Right now, millions of people are sleeping in tents, in national parks, in forests, in grizzly bear territory, in wolf country, in mountain lion range, and almost none of them get eaten. Now think about that for a second. You are 180 pounds of meat, completely unconscious, lying on the ground, making noise, unable to run. By every biological definition, you are the perfect prey animal. So why doesn't anything eat you? Stay till the end, because the last part of this video will completely change how you think about what is really happening in the darkness just outside your tent. Most large predators, wolves, mountain lions, leopards, hyenas, are most active between dusk and dawn. That is when they hunt. That is when they move. That is when they are hungry and looking for something to kill. And they absolutely know you are there. A grizzly bear can smell you from 20 miles away. A wolf can hear your heartbeat from over a mile away in the right conditions. A mountain lion could be sitting 30 feet from your tent right now, and you would have absolutely zero idea. They are not missing you. They are choosing to leave you alone. The question is why? Act 1. You don't compute. Here is the first thing you need to understand about predators. They are not built to be brave. They are built to survive. And in the wild, those are two very different things. A wolf that takes unnecessary risks does not live long enough to pass on its genes. A lion that charges into something it does not understand does not eat tomorrow. Every large predator alive today is a descendant of animals that were cautious. Deeply, instinctively cautious. And here's the thing about you. You feel completely wrong to them. You do not move like prey. You do not smell like prey. You do not sound like prey. A deer freezes when it senses danger. A rabbit bolts. Every prey animal on the planet has a predictable response to a threat, and predators have spent millions of years learning to read those responses perfectly. But you have none of those responses. You sleep completely still for hours. You breathe at a slow, steady rhythm. You make no attempt to flee. You radiate heat. You carry strange smells, synthetic fabrics, food, chemicals, fire. To a predator encountering a human for the first time, nothing about you computes. And animals are deeply, instinctively suspicious of things that do not compute. There is a concept in animal behavior called Neophobia, the fear of the unfamiliar. Most large predators have it for a very good reason. In the wild, the things you do not recognize are the things most likely to kill you. A new smell, a new sound, a new shape in the darkness that does not match anything in your memory. The smart move is to avoid it. Humans trigger neophobia hard. We carry fire. We carry metal. We carry synthetic materials that have never existed in nature. Even our sweat is chemically unusual compared to other mammals. To a wolf or a bear, a sleeping human in a tent does not register as food. It registers as a threat they have not figured out yet. Act 2. The lesson written in blood. But neophobia alone does not explain the full picture. Here is the deeper reason. Humans have been killing large predators for a very, very long time. Hundreds of thousands of years. We have been hunting wolves, lions, bears, and big cats since before we had written language. We have driven multiple apex predators completely to extinction. The dire wolf, the cave lion, the American cheetah, gone. Largely because of us. The predators that are still here learned, generation by generation, that humans are dangerous. Not just physically dangerous, unpredictably dangerous. A sleeping deer is still a deer. A sleeping human could have a spear in its hand. And the data backs this up. In areas where large predators have had consistent contact with humans for generations, they give humans a wide berth. In areas where animals have had no human contact at all, they are actually more curious and less afraid. The fear has to be learned. And most populations of large predators have had thousands of years to learn it. Act 3, when it goes wrong. So what about the attacks that do happen? Because they do. People get attacked by mountain lions on trails. Campers get mauled by bears. But notice something important. Almost none of those attacks happen while the person is sleeping. When they do, there are almost always 3 reasons. Food. A bear that has learned to associate campsites with food stops seeing humans as a threat and starts seeing them as a source. A fed bear is a genuinely dangerous bear. Not because it got brave, but because the equation changed. Desperation. A starving predator, injured and unable to hunt normally, may override its instincts out of pure necessity. The famous man-eating lions of Tsavo that killed dozens of railway workers in Kenya in 1898 were found to have severe dental damage, making normal hunting nearly impossible. Surprise! A human who accidentally corners an animal or stumbles across a mother with cubs gets attacked not as prey, but as a threat. The animal is defending, not hunting. Notice what is not on that list. A predator that calmly chose to attack a sleeping, harmless human for food. That almost never happens. Here is the number that should genuinely stop you cold. The National Park Service records every significant wildlife encounter in American parks. Millions of people camp in bear and mountain lion territory every single year. The number of fatal predator attacks on sleeping campers across all of recorded national park history? Effectively zero. You are statistically more likely to be struck by lightning inside the park than to be attacked by a predator while you sleep in it. The fear and the reality are so far apart, it is almost hard to believe. So the next time you are lying awake in a tent, listening to something move through the trees outside, trying to decide if you should be afraid, here is what is actually happening. Whatever is out there knows you are there. It smelled you hours ago. It heard you settle in. It has been aware of your breathing the entire time, and it is choosing to keep its distance. Not because it cannot reach you, but because somewhere deep in the wiring of every large predator still alive on this planet, there is a lesson passed down through thousands of generations. Humans are not prey. Humans are something else entirely. Sleep well.